themselves into on this, was it Signing Sunday? You already know. Saturday hop on, chop it up with individual. See what's the talk of the town. It's going down. The word on the curb. You heard me. Let me just set this up. And for those who are curious, I did drop a new video on this channel yesterday, discussing the history about the homie figurines. For those who are not aware of the figurines that you were able to find in, like your supermarket, the quarter machines or whatever, right? Those homie collectibles, right? About the history, where they come from, and the background to it. Because it was something that I was asked a lot about in my other channel about the homies, and all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of cops right there. Wonder what happened. So you gotta be careful out there, bro. Should be cracking. It's never a dull moment, huh? Yeah, like I always say. Whoopsie. Yeah, and you know what? Learning about the history about them, I even found out stuff that like I wasn't even aware of, right? Like the individual actually, coming out of the ghettos and making something out of himself, right? And building his empire, to something that is now recognized, global, with more than 1 million, figurines sold. His brand branching off into other things like video games and clothing and all that. That's crazy. Who would have thought, huh? Chicano coming out of Northern California. Yeah, he didn't lose hope on his dream. Damn, they're making a mean ass scene over there. Closing the street down and everything already. They ain't playing. She's always crazy around this bitch. And another thing that I found a trip that I learning about that also is that it's crazy how much of Chicano culture comes from Northern California. You know, like Teen Angel magazine, Lowrider magazine, and the homie figurines. That's crazy. Do you think Norby's deserves the beating he took from American Cholo? Do I think he deserves it? Well, in my personal opinion, he got what he was looking for. Now, there should never be a point where somebody gets their ass kicked, right? Like there should never be, it should never be taken to the point where somebody has to get beat up. You get what I mean? Violence should never be the answer. But when you antagonize the scenario, when you poke the bear, then expect real shit to happen. Because like I said, he was antagonizing the situation and everything. So he kind of created, that mess for himself. Which was even weirder in that video that he's like, "What should I call the cops and pressure?" Like, bro, what are you talking about? You literally, went to him and caused all of this, bro. If you would have just fucking, gone about your own business, bro, and this shit would have never unfolded. But no, you just had to do it for the views, huh? It's crazy what social media will do to people. E. What up, Ishi? What's cracking like in Mr. Pasa's definitely up in the casa. Would Trump be okay with taking a tie instead of a win? No. He's right. He's always right. You know what I mean? Even if you and him have the same answer, his answer somehow is more right than yours. He'll spin some type of narrative to make it. No, see, I know we have the same answer, but see, you have to understand that the way I said my answer is the right way to say the answer, so therefore my answer is the answer. But yours is runner-up. Of course his idea is a good idea. It's my idea. Like, oh, is that what it is? Narcissists do not like to share the spotlight, bro. That's why, one narcissist can never get along with another narcissist, because they try to be the top dogs in the room, right? And they could only be one top dog, and that's why they find each other irritating. As a matter of fact, when you hear them talk shit about another person that they find, that's a narcissist, it's crazy because they describe themselves, but they just can't see it. It's like, bro, you literally just described yourself. No. We're nothing alike. Okay. You got the answer for me. Serio. Damn, not even a typo. No, they don't like to share the spotlight, bro. Hello, Stinky. Serio? You can smell me from your location? Well, no one said that hard work smells like a batch of roses, I always say. Like, there's some people I don't understand when they come out here, they put on a suit and tie and everything like that. I'm like, bro, you're doing a YouTube video, my guy, relax. Do you ever drop other content besides bashing other raza? Here's the thing. I never once come and bash raza. As a matter of fact, if you look at my channel, this channel, right, you would find several videos where I'm actually talking about our culture, our cultura, and, interesting stories about our cultura. There's stuff that's, related to human behavior, other topics that have to do with trauma. There's other topics that have to do with, mental disorders. It just depends. But I never come and bash raza. You can't bash raza by coming and telling the truth. Bashing is if I was to come and be insulting these individuals and calling them names. But I merely come and speak the truth. Lately, it's been negative. You sound frustrated. Actually, no. What it is that individuals ask me for the videos, right? So I, just pretty much answering their questions. Now, I do realize that as of lately, it's been more than the usual, right? I don't know if that's because I get newer subscribers or if because that's people's goal, right? But at the end of the day, it's just merely coming and speaking facts, though. So it's not like something that I actually have to fucking be beating my head over. Had Korean barbecue last night. How was it? Firme or what? How does being from Arby's make sense? It doesn't. But it is what it is. It's kind of like saying, how does Lil Wayne or Chris Brown or what are the Birdman or all these individuals that are like 40 joining gangs? Obviously, they're using them for their money, but I'm saying, and on their side, I don't know what their goal is. Insecurities, I'm assuming. Y'all like and subscribe to you. Should I suck? I don't know, my guys. Your channel, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. Stop lying. You say it's people asking when it's you. See, here's the thing. Why would I lie about something so stupid like that for, though? and like I said, I'm not here to convince you, my guy. You can believe what you want, and that's cool, A toda madre, we're so female, look, bam, bam, it's cool. Like, I'm not here to convince you, bro. Like, I'm only here to call it for how it is. You can take it or leave it, it makes no difference to me. Just unsubscribe. Adios. Well, hey, que te la pases bien, homie. You know, my channel's not for everybody, so you know, it's cool. I understand that, you know, not everyone's gonna see it from my point of view, or our opinions are not gonna line up and stuff like that. You know, it's not something that I, you know, get bent out of shape over. You know, I'm aware that, you know, not everyone's gonna agree on things. Korean barbecue is bomb. You should try it. You know what? They're building one by my pad. You know, so Patty will hit it. But they've been building that motherfucker for like a good while already. It's like damn, bro, when are they gonna fucking finally be done with that shit? But I know it's, you know, hard opening a restaurant. Obviously, you got to get all these fucking licenses and all this shit. It's a hassle. Or when people start the project right, but then they don't have the funds to finish the project, and it's like, well, if you didn't have the funds to finish the project, why the fuck did you start the project to begin with? It's crazy, huh? Like, I guess their plan didn't really go as planned. Whoopsie. I don't know what the hell that is. But I have tried, like, you know, like Thai food and stuff like that. Is it like Thai food? Because I know Thai food is like different than like hitting the Chinese spots and stuff like that. It's got a different, you know, flavoring. That it those confess with the mouth the Lord Jesus, believe the heart of God, raise him from the dead, be saved. Yeah. Well, good words of encouragement. I myself am not, you know, religious, right? But you know, I got nothing against, you know, religion and the word and all that, right? I actually think it does good. Is there any hoods up the hill, aka Hesperia? Actually, there is, bro. There's actually 3 of them. Um, remember when Gil said if he didn't get the subscribers, he would quit YouTube? Yes, he did, and he didn't. Wait, does he have 100 subscribers? I really don't know. That's what I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand why people say some of the things that they say. Like, bro, if you were never intending to quit, why did you say that you would quit though? Like, it's that kind of stuff that just trips me out. Like what? Like, it's the stuff that people lie about. Like that. Like, didn't even have to be lied about. Like, why? Like, why'd you lie about something that's so dumb like that for? You know, like saying, like, for example, like people that like lie and say like they went to the park when they really didn't. It's like, why the fuck would you make up some shit like that for? That's already, you know, it's like, shit's crazy. It's like, bro, you know, when you're doing YouTube, nobody's asking you to do YouTube. People, you know, decide to do YouTube, right? So the fact that they're begging people and all this and that is like, bro, just do your content. If they subscribe, they subscribe. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But to be trying to, you know, hold that against people, or, you know, take it out on individuals is crazy in itself. Like, people clown on my numbers and my channel size all the damn time, and it's like, that's cool, bro. I'm actually a trip that I even get fucking, you know, anybody to even hear what the fuck I'm saying. But then again, there's more people that think highly of themselves, I guess. Most people that move to California from a different state be saying it's because of the weather. Yes, well, California does have the best weather, bro, you know? Other areas really do have some fucked up ass weather. Look at fucking Florida, for example. Like, they fucking get hurricanes all the goddamn time, bro. It's like they're always on hurricane watch. Like, damn, bro, another hurricane? Or like other places that get fucking tornadoes all the time. It's like a tornado is nothing to them and shit. They'd be back in the backyard barbecuing, fucking tornado hitting. No fucks. So how do you think humans were created then? I believe in evolution. And no, not that we come from monkeys. I hate when people always say that. Like, bro, we do not come from monkeys. Like, oh, those things right there, those are not monkeys, bro. Like Neanderthals and Homo sapiens and all of that are not monkeys. It's like calling a gorilla a monkey. That is, and sad to say, there is people that do that too. Or when they call a chimp a monkey, it's like, bro, that's not a monkey. Chimp and monkey are two fucking different animals, bro. Not even close. Now, here's the thing. I don't hold nothing against people that believe in religion. More power to them. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I'm right and they're wrong, right? Because potentially I could be wrong, right? But these are just my beliefs. I'm not here to convince people. I'm not here to talk down on people that believe in religion, right? Like, these are merely just my beliefs, and I respect everybody's beliefs and and what it does for people. I'm not one that tries to convince people to not be religious or be like, nah, that's a lie. You get what I mean? Like, I just have my views and I let people have theirs, and it's cool. We can coexist. Like my wife, for example, my wife is Christian, right? She goes to church and stuff like that, but I don't believe in it. But we can coexist because we respect each other's beliefs. You feel me? Like, she understands my beliefs, I understand her beliefs, right? And I just respect. But I get it. There's individuals out there that don't respect and they just go on this, rants and insults. I'm just not one of those type of individuals, Yeah, but we get earthquakes. Yeah, we do get earthquakes, but I mean, it's really rare that we get actual big earthquakes that actually make like big difference. Get what's begging for subscribers. Yeah, it's crazy. You gotta stay true. Just gotta stay true to your fundamentals. Get tight with Christ. Faith in Jesus is the only way to heaven. It's true. No, that people, if that's what people believe, that's cool. I just don't believe in none of that kind of stuff. Now, not to say I'm a bad person or I'm, pushing negativity. You get what I mean? I believe that man is naturally good. I believe humanity is good in itself. I don't believe you need to hold something over them in order to keep them in line. Like, I believe man is naturally good. Sure, you have bad individuals, just like with anything else, right? But I believe overall, man is good. What's cracking, Angel? So you think we were made from nowhere? No, well, evolution. The evolution of microorganisms, right? That with time and other factors, you get what I'm saying? Because I mean, we could go into the topic like, oh well, what created that? Okay, well then, what created God? God. And it's just that the concept of what people say is God, and what actually happens in the real world, I just don't see how it relates or makes sense. Like, especially me who has children, right? I would never let anything bad happen to my kid, right? And we're his kids, and he has the power to stop everything. Yeah, he lets people die all the damn time, and the most gruesome, horriblest way, from the youngest to oldest, and he has the power to stop it. Yeah, he doesn't, and he's supposed to be this loving, all loving person. Like, I just don't buy it though, because I would never let nothing bad happen to my kid if I had the power to stop it. But he's a loving person. Like, the concept just doesn't, it doesn't line up. But like I said, I don't want to go into it because I'm gonna, people start to get offended, and I really don't know why. It's like, nah. Like, I respect people and their views. I don't understand why they never respect mine. Or like, after I'm seen as a bad person, like, why? Like, because of that, and now all of a sudden I'm a bad person. Like, that shit is crazy. In Florida, they got wild monkeys, snakes, all kinds of animals. Serio, it's crazy to really and truly not believe in a creator. No, it's really not though. I believe in science. I believe in facts and proof. You know, I believe in man. I believe that everything that has been accomplished was because it was within man. The greatness of man to always keep elevating, but that's within all of us. I believe in humanity. You know, and California, you have earthquakes. You don't even notice them. Yeah, you have earthquakes all the time. Really small ones that happen. Every like 5 minutes and stuff like that. But I mean, like, to the point of like something like like the San Andreas fault type shit. And Texas, you have hurricanes. You gotta be ready in the weekend. Yeah, and the muggy weather. No, don't you guys have the humid weather, like where it's like, that humid, muggy weather, the mosquito weather as they call it. And I hate that kind of weather, like where it's hot, but it's like fucking, like when you just come out of the shower, it's like a fucking sauna. I can't do that kind of weather. Humidity, I can't do humidity. Because you can't drink water or. I'll pray for you. I'm a Satanist. I won't lie. You're a Satanist? I don't believe in that either. That's cool. Yeah, and I appreciate the kind words. When people, and it's crazy though, because there's times where I accompany my wife to church. From time to time, she gets me to go, and just for me to try to like I said, I'm not ignorant. I actually have tried. I read the Bible. I actually sat in church. I actually gave these individuals a chance. Right? It just doesn't line up though. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point of the story, though. When people are there, right, and then they be like, oh, they try to pray for me, and it's like, why do you guys think like you guys need to pray for me though? Like, because I don't believe in this, and all of a sudden I'm like this fucking devil. Like, why? Like, why? Why are you judging me? Like, I mean, everything that you're being taught is showing you the opposite of what you're doing right now. Like, you're judging me without even knowing me, bro. Like, there be motherfuckers that go to church, bro, that have some skeletons in their closet that be some wicked ass individuals. Just because they read the word don't mean shit, though. They hide behind that. Those are the worst kind. And there's sad to say there's a lot of them like that. There's individuals that think just because they go to church that they're better than everybody else, or that like we're gonna go to hell and their seat is secure. Like wow, and you go to church and you read the Bible and you think like this? This is crazy. Are you sure you're reading it and not just holding it? Did you read it, bro? Because I don't know. I think it's teaching you the opposite of what you're doing, my guy. But I could be wrong. I don't know. You tell me. Am I? There be some individuals that just be wilding now. I'm like, damn, like these people are crazy. Like they go to church and they just come out and just be talking shit and fucking cursing at kids and all kinds of crazy shit. And it's like, didn't you just get out of church, bro? But I'm a Satanist because I'm not a Christian, so I use Satanist for his power. He actually gives you power? Like, really? Because, Manson said the same thing, and so did Ramirez, and it didn't really turn out all that well for them. And as the devil turned his back on them. As should be expected, no? I'm just joking. What are your thoughts on people saying, like your family who bloodlines doing the same thing and in the same way? Nah, I don't believe in curses and hexes and voodoo and all that other stuff. Like, it's crazy. There be these people that could predict the future and could read cards and have the power to cast spells and all this and that. Yeah, they be stuck in the most fucked up predicament. Like, bro, you have superpowers, my guy. Yet, why the fuck are you right here amongst the rest of us? With your abilities, you should fucking be like the fucking king and shit. I mean, my guy, you have superpowers, my guy. You know what I mean? The fuck you doing down here? Begging me for $10. My boy, you can read the future. And it's stuff like that. It's just like, it just doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, it just doesn't line up. Well, I'm aware of what the palm readers and those people do, right? They're really good at reading human behavior, right? So they take their educated guess, going based off of, what they're gathering. So they're really good at reading people. But it's not the same thing as saying that you can read their future. Like, I don't know, people watch the show Criminal Minds, how they do it. Believe it or not, that's actually a real thing. And yes, it really does work. Because yes, people do have patterns to them. You'll be surprised. It's actually fascinating learning about human behavior and human interaction. You'll be surprised, like, how much a person is telling you without even saying a word. I don't know. I find that all, fascinating. What do you think about empowering with knowledge? I've been reading some. All right. See, stuff like that is intriguing too, as well, right? Like, also why I dive into, topics like that or, content like that, right? It's just not so much because I'm looking to be a believer, right? But just to be picking the brain of, the individuals and like why people believe this and, what exactly is really going on. And, just because, like I said, that all has to do with human behavior in itself, human interaction, right? Like, what are people's motives and why do people believe it, Because, like I said, everything has a root to it. Like, there's a source to why people do what they do. They just don't do stuff for absolutely no reason. So what is that reason? So, where's the connection at? Because there's always a connection. People try to say that but there's always a connection, Do you think the world is flat? No, the world is not flat. The world is actually not even round. It's more like an egg. It's a sphere. Those who think that the world is flat, I don't know what to. The whole explanation of the world being flat in itself is so stupid. I don't even want to use that word, but man, it's so fucking stupid. Like, just their overall concept of flat Earth is ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. And then the more, down that rabbit hole you go and people try to come with their explanations, right? It makes absolutely no sense. Oh, we don't have the technology to go out into outer space, but we have the technology to build a fucking glass dome with this fucking shining light bulb in the sky that's you call the sun, that was put there God knows when. They fucking brainwashed us. All this fucking shit that you would need fucking like the most advanced, technology, but we don't have the technology to go to outer space. People are so fucking delusional. Like, no, bro, that shit was all fake. Like, so they spend all that money and got all these fake people. And okay, let's just say that it is fake and staged and everything. Okay, in order for you to be spending that kind of money, you would have to be making double the amount of money back in return. Because if not, why are you going to be blowing the money? I mean, the money has to come from somewhere, right? So you're just not going to fucking waste all that amount of money because that costs a lot of money for absolutely no reason, right? So you must be getting something in return. So what? So okay. So how? What exactly is their motive for trying to trick individuals? You know, like what would be, like their motive though? Why would they want to trick you though? Like let's say for example, fuck it, we all found out that the truth, the Earth is flat. There, the Earth is flat. What changes now? Nothing. So why the fuck would they lie then? You get me? It's like, bro. It's like there has to be a source to the madness, bro. Get like what would be the reason to fucking lie to you, bro? No, I was just trying to enslave us. Bro, but how though? You have the fucking freedom to do whatever you want. No, they're trying to trick you, bro. Like, what? No, they got stuff that could, trick your brain and stuff like that. Then wouldn't they have already fucking tricked you? Then how are you so, free-minded then? So something's not adding up now. It's just like you just got to give the most, smallest thought to people's fucking, rabbit holes and they just fall apart. But the flat earther one is one of the most dumbest ones ever, bro. Like you can literally do experiments from your home to prove that the earth is round. Not all those images are stuff that the government put out there. It's all fake. They just want you to believe that. So all the information that I have ever read about and learned is fake because they're the ones putting it out there, and they're the ones feeding it to me. So that information is fake. Okay. So who's to say that the information that you're receiving and all the information that you're giving me is not fake itself too? Just like you're saying this is fake. How do I know that yours is real then? Like you said, you're the one that's feeding me this and putting it out there. So how do I know that you're not lying? Now, what would be your motive to get me to jump on board? In order for me to finance maybe a book you have, or your group in itself, right? Because they take donations and all of that, right? Get people on board. Because obviously you got to pitch in. I know how that shit works, right? So you want my money. So you have more of a reason why to lie to me than they do. So why the fuck should I believe you? Because what have we learned? That man does tend to lie, right? So why should I believe you? How do I know your information is not wrong? Lunch break, Simon. So, like I said, bro, it's just like the explanations that they give. It's like, well, we can say the same thing around you, the same thing around you. Even with their curvage, the argument that they use there, well, you can't see the curvage. Okay, bro, if the earth is flat, if it's a flat disc, like you say, it has to come to an end. So it's a flat disc like that. Well, guess what? A flat disc, it tends to curve too because it's goes like that. So you would see the fucking curvage. So the fact that you can't see curvage then debunks yours, right? And like I said, then you can't say, well, see, that proves it in itself that I'm right. Like, no, because you're using that to debunk the reason of why it's not round. So you can't now fucking use that to say, to, validate yours. Like, bro, and to me, it's just that it's not even so much that they fucking believe it. It's just that they just believe that the government is lying to us. They have a problem with government and authority. That is their problem, bro. They don't like authority, so they don't like government. So that's why they always have to be, fucking creating all these madness. And there is people out there also that just like to cause mass hysteria and, anarchy and chaos. It's how they get their, rocks going. So you have a lot more people who are out there who have motives of why to be deceiving individuals and, actual people who actually study and and know this, through science. People don't like to feel dumb, so they like to go with, the shit that they could understand better than, actually breaking down, all this science talk and, shit that people don't even know about, right? Because it sounds so complex that people are like, they don't want to feel dumb, right? So believing that it's flat or it's aliens or it's fucking reptilians, it's a lot more easier. You don't need to fucking think about shit like that, right? Oh, it's aliens, it's reptilians. Oh, it's flat. It's as simple as that. It doesn't need to go into all this, science talk where people are like, nah, you know what? It's impossible. People can't be that smart because I don't understand a word they said. And I know I'm not dumb, so these fools are making this shit up. Yeah, it must be that. Like, my guy, read a book, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.